What I'm here to say is that I've been in Bangkok now for about 2 weeks. And the first, well, really, up until about yesterday, I was sick. I had one day, 1 or 2 days after I landed that I was able to get out and run around and try and get a few things done, but the airlines had lost my luggage. So I was really pretty limited on what I could kind of do, and I didn't have all my toys. I didn't have, a lot of clothes with me, and I didn't pack anything extra in my carry-on. But now that I've gotten over that cold and I've sort of settled in, and I have my new Osmo toy that I can play with, I just wanted to kind of film what will be my first, I think, introductory video into YouTube here. And I'm down here at the intersection of Rama 4, and behind me is the mouth of the Klong Toei market. And I think I'm just gonna try and walk around a little bit. At first I had tried to plan a couple of videos, and have some sort of structured idea about where I wanna go and try to make something out of it. And I think it's still good to have a sort of a linear plan, but I think I just have to kind of go with the flow and go with a sort of normal pacing about what I would want to do in a day. And so that's kind of what I'm doing today. I just kind of left my hotel. I'm staying down here in the Klong Toei area because it's cheaper, and I've stayed down here before, so I'm already kind of familiar with it, somewhat. But I just wanted to go for a walk. Actually, I've never been through Benjakitti Park, so I'll turn the camera around. Behind me is the Klong Toei market, but in front of me, if I turn the camera around, this is Rama 4, and then just on the other side of this giant building here is the Benjakitti Park. So I'm gonna try and go walk through Benjakitti. I've never been through there before. I'm gonna look for an interesting place that I might want to sit down and have a longer conversation and sort of explain my process or my experience with some of the DTV stuff and some of the troubles that I've had with it. And then I'm going to continue on through Benjakitti up to Soi Sukhumvit 4, which is one of the smaller roads that leads off of the main Sukhumvit. And I'm going to try to walk all the way up through Soi Sukhumvit 4, the smaller one, down to the main Sukhumvit road. And I think it'll take me into Nana Plaza, which will be interesting because I've never been there. So we'll see. I've had a few guys in my Instagram comments tell me, get your butt down to Nana Plaza or Soy Cowboy and see what that's all about. But that's not entirely why I love Thailand. So I don't think that that's what life should be all about. But then again, maybe it is, because you know what? I'll say this, man. I'll say this, man. The sole or primary objective of every living organism is reproduction. So I don't knock it. I'm not mad at it. I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot of talking on this walk though. But I'll go find a spot in the park to sit down in, and I want to film a video. I want to film a video about kind of my process, trying to get approved for the DTV, and we'll see what's up, man. Because I'm down here in this the Klong Toei Rama 4 area, and I've had a couple of people I've had a couple people in the, oh shit, traffic's a little bit crazy, I almost got ran over. I've had a couple of people come in my comments and say like, oh, you know, you kind of have to watch out for what neighborhoods, certain neighborhoods you want to stay in. And my thing is kind of like, you know, I'm from LA. I mean, not originally, but I've been living in LA for like 7 years before I moved out here. So if I have to be careful of what neighborhood I'm going into and constantly looking over my shoulder, then, you know, I think that's not really why I came here. So I'll go see what's up. I did have one guy when I was up on that bridge earlier. I was kind of getting my camera out and getting my microphone on and trying to make sure everything was turned down. And he came over to me asking for some money, you know. So it happens. But that's the first time for me. That's the first time for as long as I've been here, just on this trip. I mean, any previous trips that I can think of, I've never had anyone come up to me asking for money like that. You know, you see them. Sometimes you see guys and they need some money, but they don't really come up to you begging like that. So I looked at the Google Maps, and to get from that Ramaphore intersection where that bridge is through Benjakitti Park up the Soi Sukhumvit 4 all the way to the main Sukhumvit, it's about a 2.5 or almost a 3-mile walk. And Queen Sirikit Convention Center. I'll have to find I saw something saying that there was like a road I could get through over here that would take me into Benjakitti Park. So let me check my map real quick while I'm out here. Oh yeah, I still have a little ways to go. So it's on the other side of this QSNCC, Queen Sirikit National Convention Center. I didn't know that they were having a Hilux event here just this past week. And I had gone out. I was ill. I wasn't feeling too well, but I wanted to go out and get some soup. And there were a couple of errands that I needed to run. And I had kept seeing people with, you know, the athletic tape on their legs and on their shoulders. And I was just thinking to myself, wow, I wonder what all these, you know, did all these people just run a marathon or something? I don't know. And then I was walking by the Queen Sirikit Convention Center, and I had seen that they had like signs or you know, posters up for the Hilux event that was going on. So as it turns out, there were a lot of people here to run that event, which is pretty cool. I didn't get to go to it. I didn't even know what was going on. Of course, I'm not really in any condition to compete and anything like that, but it still would be interesting to see. don't think I've ever walked down this road. I always just go into the MRT and then it takes you underground, straight up to Sukhumvit, or the Ashoka area. And then from there I walk up to the BTS and shoot left or right down the BTS, whichever way I want to go. But this is actually a pretty nice road. I mean, this whole area is pretty nice. All the trees are green and all the bushes and the grass, everything's well groomed here. It's all really well kept. Uh-oh. It's the police. Hopefully I'm not doing anything illegal. I guess we'll find out. That's what I'm here to do. I guess I'm here to find out. Whoa, shoot. Wow. I try not to film them. I'll turn the camera out. So now that we've reached the corner of the Queen Sirikit Convention Center, I think I can just go walk into Benjakitti Park through here. I'll try and cross carefully. Some of these guys are moving pretty fast. Wow. Well, from what I can see so far, this is a really nice park. Wow. There's the big Queen Sirikit Convention Center. This might be the clearest, most sunny day of my entire trip. Every other day has been pretty overcast. You know, it's been raining at least once a day, sometimes in midday, which is nice because I can sit down in an open air cafe and have some lunch and have a coffee while the rain comes down, and it just kind of refreshes everything and cools it off just a little bit. And then of course I picked the hottest the hottest day of my trip to just go out here and walk through the park in direct sun in the middle of, because it's noon. It's about 11 o'clock. It's about 11 o'clock. Wow. This is an amazing park. Wow, and there's a little trail. Yeah, I wanted to get out here earlier in the day, but I guess, you know, that's what I was talking about earlier. Not everything needs to be planned and have this, you know, rigid structure to it. I'm on vacation, man. I'm still glad I got out here. This is amazing. Looks like they have some paddle boats out there that I would assume you could rent. I'm gonna go down on this little walkway and see if it can get me around. Yeah, I was thinking about coming out to this park earlier in the mornings and trying to run, trying to get some exercise in. Of course I wasn't feeling too well, but now that I'm starting to feel better, I've pretty much locked in a morning routine. I discovered some sleeping gummies from the 7-Elevens. And they don't have CBD or anything like that in them, but I guess it would work sort of like a melatonin or a Z-Quil. And they're a purple, it's in a little purple bag. And I think they're like a grape flavor. Man, they taste good. And they work, let me tell you. So when I was, waking up every night, because, I've been living in California for the past 7-8 years now. And so trying to adjust to this time zone, it's 14, but it's almost a 12-hour switch, or a 12-hour difference. So when it's 5 p.m. here, normally that would be 5 a.m. for me. So I had been struggling to kind of stay awake during the day here. And then I would wake up at 2 in the middle of the night, 2, 3 in the morning here, because my body thinks, oh, you just took a pretty nice nap. So now it's like 2 in the afternoon, let's wake up. So I went and found those gummies and they knocked me out. I've taken them 2 nights in a row now. And that's why I'm just getting out of the hotel around noon, because I was pretty much knocked out. And then pretty kind of, slow to wake up, have coffee, have breakfast. But every day up till, 2 days ago, I was waking up at 3 in the morning, every morning. But that actually helped me because since I still want to wake up, normally my body wants to wake up, and I'm more of a morning person anyways, which is great because that's when it's cooler here in Thailand. So I wake up, anyways, to get back to the routine, I guess, that I was kind of talking about, was I wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning. Lately it's been 5:30 because of those gummies, but I wake up at 5:30, fix a little coffee in my room. I have either a little bit of leftovers, just something clean like a chicken, like a protein, or a pastry, a little bit of bread, to put a little bit of fuel in the tank. And then the pool at my hotel opens at 6 a.m. So I can pretty much wake up, put a little bit of fuel in the tank, and then head straight down to the pool, swim for about an hour, and then the gym or the sort of the workout facilities, the gym in the hotel, they open that at 7 a.m. So I've got about an hour I can spend in the pool, and then from there I can go into the gym and I can lift some weights, I can do some flies. It's not a great gym, they don't have a bench press or a squat rack. I don't really do squats anymore anyways, but they have everything you would kind of need. I can do sit-ups in there, I can do whatever chest or arm, if I need to do triceps or biceps or do flies for chest. I have a cable machine in there, which is really nice. And then I have a quad extension machine. And then the only thing that I guess they're really missing would be something for hamstrings. But they've got everything else kind of covered, Unless you're just trying to do big, heavy, power lifts, you're not going to be able to do that. And you could find a gym nearby that would have those facilities for you. But I'm trying to save money too, is the other thing. I'm not rich by any means. And since I'm sort of moving around so much and traveling on a budget, I have to really watch and be careful. I'll tell you what, Mayfair Garden over there, or any one of these places overlooking this park, would probably be really nice. I think they're all a little more expensive than my place though. I'm paying about $30 a night, give or take $5, and I was able to work a deal with the hotel reception or staff or whatever you want to call it, so that you know, I kind of showed them, well, this is how much they're charging per night on Agoda, and they were able to kind of help me out and give me kind of the day rate without the extra fees, which was nice of them. But, you know, I'm respectful to all of them too, and I'm nice to each one of them. Look at this. There's like a little shrine up here. That's pretty nice. I won't go up there though, because that looks like a religious thing, and I don't want to. I don't fully understand the religion, so I don't want to. I don't want to, you know, disrespect it in any way. But I know, you know what, I might have to be careful with that, because I don't remember. If anyone makes it this far in the video, why don't you just tell me in the comments? I feel like I vaguely remember hearing something about not filming Buddha, or maybe they just don't want you to film it in any disrespectful way or say anything, you know, say anything rude about it. Oh, this is cool. I don't know if you'll be able to see it from here, but maybe I can walk up there. I found one of the fish line statues that you see at Singapore all the time. I'm not gonna zoom in. I'm not that skilled with this DJI yet. You know what? On my map it shows a mini golf up here. So I think I'll walk up there and see if I can find this mini golf that it's talking about. It's all the way at the top corner of this park, but I'll see if I can find it. I was saying something and I totally lost track of what I was saying. So I'll just shut up and let you guys enjoy the views. The weather app said that it was 88 degrees. It feels pretty cool. I suppose it is 88 degrees, but there's a nice breeze out. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a fruit or something that fell from a tree. Ooh, excuse me. Some kind of a pyramidal structure down there. Oh man. They have giant plumeria trees scattered throughout this park. Oh, and every once in a while, oh, I can smell it. Every once in a while you'll get a breeze with that scent of the plumeria, and it's just so amazing. There's some schoolgirls up here playing around. Oh, they're trying to cross this little moat. That's funny. She was trying to jump down and cross this little moat here. That's funny. I actually need to cross as well. I think if I don't cross, I'll get stuck. I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh. Let's see, how do I get over? Shucks. I think I actually need to go back. That's fine. I need to get over somehow to this road. Okay, now I'm on the right path. This will take me right by the supposed mini golf and the parking spot. And then I can walk pretty much straight over to Soi Sukhumvit 4. Well, these guys are just walking on the street. It says that the mini golf is up here on the left. BMA. So it looks like you could cross, there's a bridge here you could cross over, and there's a different Soi that'll take you up to Sukhumvit as well, but I want to go down to Soi Sukhumvit 4 because I did a little recon on the maps before I came out here, and it showed that if you cross over from the park that I'm in over to Soi Sukhumvit 4, it showed quite a few little restaurants and different things. So I want to go investigate. Because clearly the maps also showed a mini golf park right here, but I don't see one anywhere. So unless I missed it, maybe it's super mini. But that's one thing I've noticed about the maps out here in Bangkok. Of course, I'm on iPhone, so I use the Apple Maps. I don't know if they have a partnership with Google Maps or not, or if it's the same, but you'll see something on the maps and then it just won't even be there. Or you'll follow the maps, or I've even taken Thai guys driving, and when I get a ride with a Bolt taxi or something like that, and they go to whatever the location, the marker is on the map, and it'll have the name of it too. If I'm going to Bangkok Cafe, and they'll know, okay, you go to Bangkok Cafe, and then when we get there, it's around the corner, or it's on a different street. So get lost if you come out here. Go on an adventure, and oftentimes, I'll plan to do something or go eat at one place, and then before I get there, I might find something else that's even better. So, allow yourself to be pleasantly surprised. But who am I? Who am I to tell you what to do with your life? Wow, that looks like a really cool building. Looks like those guys have gardens on the 30th floor up there. Could you imagine? You've got your own, you're up in the penthouse suite like that, and you've got your own garden. Go out there, pick some fresh Thai chilies, put them in the stir fry for breakfast with an omelet. Okay, let's see where this takes me. Oh, there's some guys playing pickleball in there. Pickleball courts, if you're into that. Hopefully nothing jumps out of this swamp and gets me. I don't see any crocodiles. I think we're good. But there's always a chance. So there's some pickleball courts and some basketball courts. The first building I walked past on the left there is all indoor pickleball. I don't know if they have a AC going or anything, but I doubt it. And then there's some basketball courts here. Man, there's tons of stuff to do out here. This would actually probably be a really good way to kind of make some friends, you know, if you're able enough to play some sports. Or maybe you just find the crowd that's going at the same pace that you can handle. Some kids playing soccer, indoor soccer. Futsal, a football court maybe. Very cool. Yeah, I decided not to stop back there and sit down and film that conversation. I'll come back and do it later. You know what? I just didn't feel like doing it. So I'm not going to force it. I forced it for 60 days straight on my Instagram. And it did instill the discipline, and it kind of let me know, okay, I can do this. Because at first it was a little awkward, to be honest, just talking to the camera. You know, to who? To myself? Because then it was a little bit embarrassing. Like, who do you think you're talking to? You think people care what you're gonna have to say? And now I just don't care. I'm just gonna do this thing because I want to do it. You know, and I get people that show love and support. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a building way in the back there. Looks like it's called Coco. I might have to investigate that later. See if I can get up there. Get a tour of one of the condos or something, but I'm not even staying long enough to really be touring condos. That's the conversation I need to break down and have, though, is my sort of experience with the DTV, which will be kind of unique to my situation, but I think there's probably a lot that some people can learn from, you know, from my failures. I got a few words of wisdom, a little bit of advice I can share. Some people, you know, might be able to help some people. And when I can actually sit down and kind of gather all my thoughts, because I've been pretty busy lately, so I haven't really been even thinking about the DTV stuff. I've just been thinking about where am I going to stay, booking a hotel, what's the next move, because right now I'm on the very first leg of a 4-part tour through Asia before I resubmit my DTV application in November. But I just couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't sit around and wait any longer, you know? And besides, I had nowhere to stay because I sold everything and I was living in an apartment, and I canceled that lease. I was up, you know, the lease was up, so it was time for me to get out of there. And then when I got denied on my visa, I just decided, you know what, well, I can go to Thailand. I just can't stay for longer than a month. And then I found out that once I got here, they stamped my visa for 60 days. So I could have actually stayed here for 60 days. But I already have an onward flight into the Philippines from here. And then from there, I go over to Malaysia and then Laos. So it'll be an interesting tour, but because I'm moving around so much, I have to be a little bit more careful about what I spend, because hotels cost so much more than if I were to just lock in a 12-month lease or something like that on a condo, you know. So let's see what's up with Soi Sukhumvit 4. I saw a few Saudi Cup. I saw a few little markets here. I'm sure you could grab a beer or a drink for real cheap and not have to pay, you know, the upscale prices that you would pay all the way. Well, we'll get there, but once I get down to Sukhumvit, you'll see. But I made sure to hydrate. I made sure to hydrate before I left, and I got a bottle of water in the back pocket just in case. So I'll try and get around this guy here. Nana Taylor's. Oh, so we're in Nana then, or I guess the far end of it. Kausuk. Oh, yeah, there's tons of restaurants and stuff out here, man. And, you know, this looks amazing, by the way. Pad Thai, Thai noodles, 200 baht, 190 baht. Tom yum. Oh, fried chicken wings. I love the Thai fried chicken wings. Penang curry. Oh yeah, 180 baht. I mean, this all looks really good. Sorry. Sawadee Cup. Oh yeah, that looks really good. I'm just not that hungry yet, to be honest. Flower Cafe. Oh, that's a green. Joy Boy. I thought that was a restaurant. Different kind of restaurant. If you're into that. If you're into that sort of thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's this track, the street food. Woo. Looks good. Oh, almost dropped my water. Speaking of. You know what, a lot of these, sometimes I don't see it hanging, but sometimes these little, you know, street carts, they pull up, the little street food guys. Sometimes they'll have little bags hanging from their cart, and it has like a bunch of little pork rinds or chicharrones in it, and the Thais love it. I love it too. But it's fun. You can, you know, I quit drinking, but you take a bag of those to the bar with you, you'll be famous. Because they all want to, oh, can I have some? You take a bag of chicharrones to the bar with you, man. They love it. And I love it too. I used to eat that. I'll still eat those, but I quit drinking, so we'll see how long I last. It's been it's been a couple of years now. So I just felt like it didn't serve any purpose in my life to keep drinking, you know. I would rather find more productive things to do with my time. Like this. I'll go out and take a walk through the park and explore a side soy for you guys, or anyone who might find it, you know. Am I talking too much? I should probably shut up. quite a few older condos over here. Walk, walk. I got one to give me a ride. I'm just walking through. There's a 7-Eleven here. When in doubt, go to the 7-Eleven. When in doubt. And there's always, I don't know, there's always like little stuff in the back here too. Orchid house. I'm not sure what that is. Home restaurant. This place looks good too, right on the corner here. Get curry, Masaman curry. Prices are, you know, still kind of high. Going up. Exchange money. Oh, this place looks good. These places are nice because they have fans. And you can kind of sit down in the shade, get a good meal, and turn the fan on. And if I was drinking still, get a ice cold San Miguel Light with some Namkang, some ice in it. Oh, and a little lime. Oh yeah. I think once I get down to Sukhumvit, that's where we'll conclude this little walk. And then I'll go find some food, find some lunch. If I see something nearby on the street, oh, there were a couple of nice places back that I passed, but right now I want to complete this adventure, this little expedition that we're on here. Wow, that place looks nice. That place looks nice, all new. I don't know what that is. Somebody's private estate, maybe. Ibis. Oh, okay, the Ibis Tower here. I'd seen this on Agoda and a few other places. They're a little more affordable. I've never been in one, so I don't know exactly the condition of the rooms, but they're smaller. I guess that's how they keep it a little bit more affordable. L7 Lion Bar right across the street there, or cafe and beer. Puts you right in the mix. Tell you what, you stay in the Ibis, you know, it's a smaller room, but it's a little cheaper, and it puts you right here in the Nana Sukhumvit area. It's interesting, I don't go out of my way to film people's faces and, you know. But the camera gets certain reactions for sure. A couple of really nice bars. A couple of really clean, look, air conditioned, really clean bars and stuff. Yeah, it's interesting to see. That guy just gave me a glare too. There's a guy earlier that was just kind of staring me down, you know. Well, it's 2026, dude. Uh-oh, these guys are working on something. I don't want them to drop it on my head. Another 7-Eleven here. Oh wow, this street goes down. Little side alley. Probably take you down to the next Soi. but we'll finish this one. See where we end up. That looks like a pretty nice, quiet massage spot there. Herbal spa and massage. Asia Herb Association. Looks pretty nice. I don't know. I mean, how would you guys feel about it? If some guy came walking by you with a camera, would it make you feel weird? Or could you care less, you know? Why would you? Why would you feel weird about it? Unless you got something to hide. I won't film the girls, but there's a few massage spots here. Sales. Some more weed and some. Yeah, the girls don't like it. Like I said, I'm not going out of my way to film any girls, anything like that. I just wanted to walk down Soi 4 and see what we got. A couple of nice bars. Indian food. Oh, fresh mango. Sawadee krap. Some of them talk. There's a lot of, what do you call them, weed shops? I don't know if I get in trouble for saying that on YouTube, but man. Oh, make sure I thought. Oh, we've pretty much come to the end of it. Hooters! Nice. Oh shit. You know, I've seen this from the BTS, the Na Na nightclub. I have no idea what it's about. I've never been in there. I'm sure it's fun. I don't know. Okay, well. And that brings us down to the main Sukhumvit Road, which the BTS runs along, and and it'll take you all the way down to Onut, Tonglo, take you to the Emporium Malls, or take you up the other end, up to the MBK and the National Stadium. There's the Marriott, the Nana Hotel. I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna go find myself something to eat. I don't know if I'll film that sit-down talk today or not, but maybe tomorrow when it's a little cooler and I can relax in the park. See ya.